Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do some runes for today. Today is Monday, August 25th, 2025. You may follow me on the talk, the tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Links are in Linktree. Linktree is always in the description box. My email is in the description box. If you ever want to contact me to chat or you want to pay for a reading. And then my email will also be used for the free giveaway, which we'll be doing on the 6th and the 7th. I should be saying I'll be taking entries on the 6th and the 7th. Take what resonates. It all might resonate. It's runes. We got Runes for Modern Life by Teresa Chung. You can get this deck, lawrenceking.com. I got mine off Amazon. At the time, I think I paid $20 or less. I'm not too sure how much it would be now, since things have gone up. Some things have, some things haven't, so I have no idea. But you can look for it on Amazon. I'm just going to pull a few cards, 2-3 cards. We got one on the table, 2 on the table. We'll pull a bottom of the deck. Ooh, look at that. 2 of them I actually have on my arms. They're my runes. All right. And I numbered the damn pages, so it's a little bit easier for me to find. Sorta, kinda. We got Jara. It looks like Jara. Is it Jara? Jara. Meaning year, harvest. It also means fruitful, peace, rewards, seasons, cycles. When you look at the actual book, it like highlights the words of what the meaning of the rune is. So because there's more than one meaning for each rune, so we got, there are strong seasonal associations with this card. This is the rune of the good harvest, or the culmination of a year, or a cycle of planting and growing that results in fruitful crops. In other words, this card suggests that there have been many tough obstacles for you to overcome, but you are about to feel the peace that comes when success is hard-earned and justified. Your hard work, patience, and discipline may soon be rewarded. Enjoy those rewards when you receive them, but don't relax too much. There is a forward momentum with this card, and you are advised to plan ahead. The seasons of the year have a relentless quality, and you need to prepare for the inevitability of another winter when resources may be scarce again. Above all, this card reminds you that life is cyclical. I always want to say cyclical. And that during the good times you should build up your strength, learn lessons from any hardship overcome, and prepare for the future, whatever it may bring. Oh, I probably could have done that one first. It was the page before it. We got Esau, meaning ice, frozen. This card is associated with ice and frozen water and generally indicates a blockage, standstill, or lack of action in some area of your life. This could be a loss of physical energy or a mental fog or psychological block that paralyzes you. This stasis will likely cause frustrating delays in your life, but instead of fighting the obstacle, the card advises you to stay calm and conserve your energy. Sometimes there is nothing you can do but wait for a change in circumstances. Bide your time because the ice will melt. As far as relationships are concerned, this card points to icy tension and possible conflict that feels like it cannot be resolved. There is an urgent need for objectivity and concentration now. You need to decide whether you are going to invest any more of your warmth and energy into a certain relationship to see if the ice will thaw, or if it is time to gently and calmly let it drift away. Right? We all go through cycles. We all have relationships and situations that are there for a season, right? They're there for a reason, they're there for a season, and then it's time to move on. Last one, bottom of the deck. Oh, it's the last one. Okay, this one's a little hard to pronounce. Othala, Othala, meaning property, inheritance. Othala is the 24th and final rune card. It pays tribute to your family heritage, both the material possessions you have inherited and the attributes and traits that you were born with. When this rune card appears in a reading, you are encouraged to think about your ancestors and your current family traditions. Which influences and beliefs from your past, including your childhood, have shaped your life and contributed to the person you are today? How far do these beliefs chime with your own? Do you feel there is conflict between what is expected of you and who you really want to be? Either way, this card calls you to be true to who you are and to let go of beliefs that you don't feel in tune with anymore. What truly matters to you? An alternative reading of this rune card is that you should research your family history to discover what the past can teach you about who you are and where you come from. I know some of us have like family members that do memoirs and things like that, and you can learn from their past. Like I learned a lot about my dad's side of the family from both of my grandparents. Um, Not going too far back, but going far back enough to, give me an idea. I actually did what is that called? Where you can look up your family history, like you can figure out your family tree. What is that called? I did it years ago. I did it when I was still married to the ex-husband and was happy. I might have done it before we even got married. We were together. It's not 21 and Me or 23 and Me or whatever the hell that is. It's the history one. And you back then you used to get a free month, and then I paid for a second month, and I just went through and I did as much as I could on the family tree on my dad's side and my mother's side. And it's just very interesting to see like how much information is actually out there. I mean, it's technically all just public information. And then you can get on there and you can add things. Like if you find something and you have something and it's not out there, you can add it to your family tree. So if another relative, that you don't know about gets on there and puts in something, like the information you put out there will come up for them. It's very interesting. I still can't remember what it's called. Um, and another thing was I was watching uh readings, I think last night or this morning, I can't remember. And I saw a post on Facebook, one of the, like family history or witchery or something like that. And it said something like, your ancestors don't really care about how wealthy you are, they care about what type of person you are. And it's funny because it kind of hit home for me. We talk about our ancestors, our dearly departed loved ones. They're gone, right? Their energy, they're out there, their energy. When they look back on their lives, before their passing, after their passing, however you want to, whatever you believe in, when they look back on their lives, do you really think they're thinking about how much money they made? That shit doesn't matter at the end of the day. That shit does not matter at the end of the day. Your ancestors are looking back on much love they received, how much love they gave, the peace, the quietness, the stillness, the beauty of the world, the beauty within humans, That's what they think about when they think about their life. They're not thinking about like, well, I made $30,000 a year and I barely survived, but I had 3 kids and a wife. They're not thinking about that. Like, oh, I bought that $1 million mansion. You bet your ass I worked for that. They're not thinking about that. They're not. And when your ancestors, your dearly departed loved ones, are watching you, they hope for you what they didn't see when they were here. Clarity, love, peace, that kind of stuff. I think I might have posted the post to YouTube. I'll go back and look. If I didn't, I'll post it. But I think I posted it. And I want to say last night or early this morning, I posted it. But when I read it, I was just like, oh, hell yeah. Like, your ancestors don't care if you make money, if you save money, like that, because none of that shit matters. And I'm not saying it doesn't matter to you in the here and now, right? Because I've talked about this before. The world revolves around money. You have to have money. You have to work, or you have to be rich independently, whatever the case. Everybody needs money. But at the end of the day, when you're getting ready to pass and you're getting ready to cross over, do you really think you're going to be thinking about that? I'm not going to be. I'm going to be thinking about what a fucking fabulous life I've led. The good, the bad, and the ugly, right? I don't give a shit about the money. I mean, I work for money because I have to. That's what society dictates. That's what the man dictates. And I've said before, we weren't meant to work 9 to 5s. I work a 5 to 3:30. I was not meant to do that. I was meant to be doing this all day, creating, putting my energy out there, helping people, talking to people, loving people, caring, listening to music, and putting out my good vibes, right? Like, that's what we were meant to do. We weren't meant to work a 9 to 5. That's not a thing. That was put upon us by other humans. You know, that's not it's not at all what we were supposed to do. That's not at all the type of society we were supposed to build. Just saying. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope the messages resonate for you. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope you all have a great day and or evening wherever you are. I'll talk to you later. Bye.